Hello. So today I want to talk to you about the game Trinket Trove, which is a game that I have been eyeing since I saw it at Gen Con, and Gamehead Games was kind enough to send it to me. So thank you for that. This is a fun game where you are trying to collect the most valuable trinkets because whoever has the most points at the end of the game is going to win. And you're going to play this over 5 or 6 rounds depending on player count. And this game plays 2 to 6 players. If you're playing a 2-player game, you will use a dummy player out there to kind of give it more interest, as it would not be very fun at 2 players. So in this game, let's say we are playing a 3-player game. So you get out, they're such cute little tokens that you get to play with for your character. So let's say we're playing a 3-player game and we are just going to randomly shuffle our players and we are going to put them here from first to last, and the turn order will be random for that first round only. After that, it will be determined based on how you bid. So we are going to get 6 cards. They will serve as our round timer for the game and let us know what's happening. And then every player is going to get 4 cards for their hand. And you can't start with a mirror, that's like a wild, but other than that, you can start with anything. So down the side of the cards, it's going to tell you what that card is worth based on how many you have. So bottle caps, if I have 3 of them, they're still only worth, that set's only worth 5 points. But if I get 4 or 5 of them, then we jump up big, where some of the other ones you start to jump up initially. So what you're going to be doing is playing cards from your hand in order to collect 2 lots of goods for then the next round, where you will play more cards from your hand in order to get more. So it's this exchange game that you are playing. So if we have a 3-player game, we will put out 3 cards. And this is kind of the initial, ooh, those mirrors are wild. That's a good card. Initial thing. And then we put 1 card with the first one, ooh, a double lure. So that is our initial bidding row. And then what we're going to do is we are going to put out cards from our hand to create a second row of cards. And we do that based on turn order. So Gouda is going to put out a card from their hand, and they could put 1, 2, 3. You can put as many as you want. And so first of all, it is the number of cards you put matters. And if there's a tie for number of cards, then we look at the value. So Gouda just put out 1, and then we have Nimbus, and he puts out 1, which is a gem, and that's worth more. So that goes up here. And then, well, I can beat both of them. So here's the trick. I have a lure. I could put my lure here that's worth 7 and beat both of them. You cannot take your own card. So I'm going to put the feather out there. So we've now put all of our cards out there, and we now have our new turn order. So since I am first, I get to pick any 2 groups, any 2 piles, any 2 lots, whatever you would like to call it, of cards to add to my hand. I cannot take what I put out. So I'm going to take the 2 lures because that is great. And I'm going to take the mirror. So that's my turn. Then it would proceed to Nimbus. Maybe Nimbus wants both keys. And then Gouda would take what's left. So we now have a new turn order, and we now have new cards in our hand. So I have to place out first. Oh, nope. First we put out our bid row, and we take 1 from our timer deck. So it's really nice having this because then you know once that's empty, that's the final round. So now I'm placing out first. So maybe I'm going to place out 2 bottle caps. And then the next person, they have a really good hand. So they don't want to place out anything from their hand. So they're going to place a card from the deck and flip their card to the 0 side. So essentially that means they played nothing, but it puts a card out there so that when people are taking turns, there is something, but maybe they didn't want to give up anything from their hand. And then Gouda is going to place out 2 cards as well that total 10 and also has 2 cards. So how does that work? We have 2 cards, each of us, and the same value. The person who played later wins the tie. So now it looks like this. And that is our new turn order. So you can see how it's that push and pull of trying to get the cards you want, but you can't bid too many cards out of your hand, or then you don't have them for the end of the game for scoring, but you don't want other people to get really good stuff. And sometimes there's going to be a lot out there with lots that have multiple cards, and sometimes there's going to be a lot of singles. So it's a really fun push and pull, deciding what to do, deciding when to use your 0 strategically so that maybe you can just get more cards to bid with if there's nothing nothing out there that you really want or nothing that you want to get rid of out of your hand. It's a really cute and fun game. It reminds me of Money, kind of, from Reiner Knizia. So I adore this game. I think it's a great time to pull out with a variety of people. It's very quick to teach and easy to play, but there is more strategy the more you play it, figuring out how to get what you want and what cards are worth going for to you. So that is Trinket Trove. I would love to know, have you played it? What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.